Right. How's it, football peeps? We're back at it again. Sure you missed the banter, football banter that's been coming your way. I'm here with my fellow guests, Togo and Kamza. How's it, guys?
Yo,
That's man,
man.
how are you?
All good, guys. I don't know if it's me, but the World Cup fever is trickling in. December World Cup coming our way. I don't know if we've ever had December this exciting to come our way from all fronts. World Cup is coming in. Seemingly, the world is opening up. Promises to be, a very exciting, hot World Cup. Excuse the pun.
Mm, mm, mm.
Let's start with you, comes. So far, what's standing out for you, leading into the World Cup. Form players, controversies or the likes.
You know, we've had this conversation, but I'm going to have it again. And I'm going to start with England, as usual, my favorite team. Gareth Southgate has no choice but to select Trent Alexander-Arnold as well as Ben White for that right back position.
Mm.
Ben White has proven that he actually might be the best right back option he has if he wants to win the World Cup. It's as simple as that. And I'm
Mm.
basing this on form, not because I'm an Arsenal support. It has nothing to do with that. I watched Ben White, guys, objectively. He can attack, he can defend. You know what Reece James is, but obviously Reece James is at a higher notch, He takes it a bit higher. But Ben White is their best option at the moment, whether he likes it or not, based on form, nothing
Over
else.
Trippier.
Here's the thing about Trippier, right? Only now, he has aided to his attack game. Trippier defensively, amazing. No doubt about that. But only now we are seeing those glimpses where he actually creates goals on the right side of the pitch. But I'll still go with Ben White because with Ben White, you can switch him to centre back. And if not,
Yeah,
you can switch him to the midfield. And he'll equally
yeah.
play well.
I have to agree with you there because I think once again the Arsenal bias aside, I think Bernard has low key been the best right back in the league this season, right? And he's like he goes under the radar, so he's not like spectacular. You know what I mean? He's kind of a blend between old school right back and modern right back. So he doesn't have, I mean, the delivery of Trent Alexander-Arnold or Reece James, but defensively, fundamentally as a defender, he's solid. Like he's sound, right? Like he's like there's never been a moment this season where I've been like Ben White chowed us there, or you know what I mean.
Mm.
Like I'm always confident on his side. So yeah, I think maybe look. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying I'm glad or Ben White is glad that the other guys got injured or whatever, but maybe the other guys getting injured will force Southgate's hand into making the right decision. You know what I mean? So maybe it might be a blessing in disguise in the end. But I
That's
think based on form, which I want to repeat, you have to pick players based on form for the World Cup. I think Ben White not only should be selected, but should start for England as right back. I think it's as simple as that. Trippier, the only thing that gives Trippier an edge over Ben White, I think, is just the set piece thing, the fact that he can score free kicks. I think outside of that, I don't think he's been better than Ben White this season or even the last 2 years, shall we say. So yeah, we'll see how that one plays out, but I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if he
hey,
doesn't at least get selected by Gareth Southgate.
hey, Southgate can surprise you. But for me, I'm a bit skeptical. I want to see Ben White play without Saka. That's something that I want to see because I kind of feel he's a he basically is a defensive foil for Saka, and also he provides that stability. And Saka, because he tracks back, he can aid to his maybe lack of pace as a full back. So I want to see him without Saka. Why? Maybe this next match without Saka. For me, he is solid. I don't want to lie. It gives you an option as a center back as well. But I just want to see him without like a winger like Saka, because Saka is brilliant at tracking back, attacking. He's like a workhorse of a winger. Like he's a dream winger to play with as a fullback. You just know that if you attack, he's gonna be there to track back and help you. If attackers are coming against you. So that's my only reservation there. I just want to see him without Saka, at least 1 or 2 matches. That's the only.
Okay. Just to address your concern, Saka got injured. Reece Nelson played. Ben White was still solid. Just putting it out there.
Nottingham Forest. So
No, it's fine. Another one. You
Nottingham
mentioned
Forest
that
beat Liverpool, but sure, continue.
Yeah, people are going to pretend that didn't happen. But anyway, no. Besides that, Ben White, you mentioned that Ben White does not have pace. I have not seen him getting caught out. And that is the strangest of things. And lastly, you mentioned that having Saka is a dream, like basically for any right back. And you definitely are right. But here's the thing. They already play together on the right side of the pitch for us now. If I'm Gareth Southgate, I am seeing how that is working. Implement the exact same thing. But watch your boy.
Yeah, I'd still pick Trent like any day. If I was England, like easy choice for me. But yeah, I guess
You know what? Why Ben White makes more sense, right, than Trent. And I think if you watch our show, you'll know how much I love Trent. Because Southgate is a conservative manager, hence this three at the back thing that just doesn't end, right? So if he still wants to maybe move away, maybe try to be a little bit more attacking, but still maintain some kind of defensive solidity, then the best thing would be to play a right back like Ben White and not Trent, right? So you can switch to a 4-3-3, which is a bit more progressive than that 3-4-3 that he plays. But you don't have like a flying like Trent who's just going to leave holes at the back. You've got Ben White who's solid. So you still maintain a kind of solid defensive line whilst the team becomes slightly more attacking, I think. So I think Ben White will give him that option as well. So beyond the fact that, he's probably arguably the best right back for England right now, I think it will also give him some kind of flexibility to be able to play different kinds of formations and to just switch it up for England in a way, because I think they've become very predictable in the last couple of years.
And to your point there, like I think for me in a World Cup, I don't think, unpopular as it sounds, I don't think you must be overly tactical in a World Cup. Like you literally have how much 7 games or whatever to win. I believe that's why I used to love Brazil, like of the past. Brazil were not like tactical at World Cups. They were like, guys, go out and win. That's all you have to do at a World Cup. You just have to go and win. You don't have to be balanced, like, play around your opponent's strengths. You just have to go there to win a match. For me, World Cup has that thing of street football for me of the past. I don't know, over the past few years, it's had that tactical. That's why for me, it's lost that bit of excitement, that sometimes you get from a Champions League or whatever. It's become overly. Look at the last few teams that have been winning, tactical brilliance or whatever. So I think people are gonna expect England to be tactically disciplined. That's gonna play to opponent's strengths. With people like your Trents, your Grealish, your Jude Bellingham, those players are like unpredictable. You want teams that are not gonna expect England to be predictable and have people don't expect flair from England. They don't expect England to play with flair. They expect tactical brilliance. If you tactically discipline as a team and you play on a low block, you win against England because they're just not gonna be able to break you down. You just beat them on the counter. But if you play with guys like your Trent, he's a crossing like Wizard, Jude, Grealish. You don't need tactical, discipline. That's why I think for me, Ben White won't add anything extra to what they already have. They'll just be the same. That's why I wouldn't. Anyway, that's my opinion.
Anyway, we're spending way too much time on England, but quick one before we move from England. Rashford in the World Cup squad or not?
Yes, for me.
The thing is, I don't know if he starts, because
it's not about starting. He's in the squad.
Is he in the squad? It's not about the starting. Is he in the squad?
I like Rashford, like very random. I know he's not world class or anything like that, but there's something that I really like about Rashford. I think there's still some controversial opinion, maybe. I think Rashford and Mbappe are like the same player, right? I just don't know, I can't quite put my finger on it as to why Mbappe is so much better than Rashford, because I think they've got the exact same tools. Maybe it's the whole football thing, right? And I don't even think Mbappe's football IQ is that high. So yeah, I think Rashford managed in a certain way, and can really the thing about Rashford, even when he's playing, he's always just like a troublesome player. So there's always just something there. So I think it's important to have that kind of option off of the bench, at least. If things are not going well, you roll the dice, you throw Rashford in there, you say a prayer, and he might just do something amazing for you.
Do you want to hear my controversial opinion? I'll choose Rashford over Jadon Sancho any day.
For the World Cup or
both, any day.
In life.
Just in life.
Yeah, I think Rio Ferdinand actually like to your point though, also he mentioned the same thing. Like there was a match where Man United was playing against PSG and Mbappe scored, and then Rashford won the game for Man United that match. It was like that's exactly what's missing from Rashford. He has that humility in his play. Like you see that arrogance that Mbappe has in his play. Like Mbappe, when he has the ball, like he only has one thing in his mind, like I'm going to score. Like I don't even think that I must create for anyone. I don't even think the keeper's gonna save my ball. Like if you see Mbappe, when he attacks, he just goes. He doesn't even look that can I pass for another player. Like that's exactly what's missing from Rashford. That like arrogance, that I can do it. Like I don't need to be humble. He doesn't want to be arrogant. That's the only thing that's missing from me. And you can see it, like when he plays with Ronaldo, he'll be like, let me pass to Ronaldo, let me beat a player past Ronaldo. But when Ronaldo's not there, there's that difference in his play. Like he has to make things happen. And I agree with you, Kamza. I also think, I'd choose him over Sancho. Sancho is also that kind of player. He needs to be given confidence.
Here's the thing. Marcus off the ball is a problem. Marcus on the ball is a problem. So I can't have a player that's only useful on the ball, and Jadon Sancho is just that. I can't. Not in this modern day football. We can't afford to be having such players.
That's true. That's actually true.
I'll take your point. Like, I really want to disagree with you because I think Sancho's a better footballer, but I get 100% where you're coming from. And yeah, I think
Ndogo,
you're right. I've just been thinking about it. Yeah?
No, you are correct.
Go ahead.
You are correct. Jadon Sancho is a much better footballer, better skilled, better technical ability, higher ceiling, all of those things, but only on the ball. I can't handle players that are not useful off the ball, unless you're Ronaldo. You know, when you're Ronaldo and you're off the ball, you're useless. But when you're on the ball, you score 60 goals a season. I don't have a problem with such players. But now Jadon Sancho is not banging hat tricks every game. So that's also a problem.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, you're right. Jadon Sancho needs a possession team. He can't play with a team that doesn't have the ball. You're right. But hey,
but
guys,
with that, sorry, Debo. With that being said, listen. I have this theory I thought about, right? With the exception being Haaland. I have a theory that Borussia Dortmund know how to sell players. And no, trust me. Think about it. Besides Erling Haaland, how many players has Borussia Dortmund sold for a large sum of money? And they arrived elsewhere and they were just average. Just average.
Man United stays getting charged by Dortmund.
Think about it, guys. I think they are great. I think they are great at that. And I think that is their model. We need to be careful of players that come from there.
Not really. Gundogan, Akanji, they've been good. It's
Akanji still too early to say.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Gundogan. Okay, Gundogan, sure.
Gundogan, Lewandowski,
Haaland, of course,
and Haaland, yeah.
Okay, so we've got three, right?
Yeah.
What's his name? Remember Nuri Sahin or Sachin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that guy was dope at Borussia Dortmund.
Götze also didn't work out.
He's the worst.
But you could say the same for Ajax.
You're right. Hummels also didn't really work out. I think that's a very interesting point, eh? And I think you're onto something. Because I'm thinking about all of them.
They I'm starting to believe what they do, right? They see potential and they're like, you know what? Let's base our team for this season around this player, build up so much hype for this player, sell this player at a high price. Do the same with the next better average player. And it's been working for years.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
I'm just saying, be on the lookout. I am seeing a trend.
But is it not just like system players?
Maybe there's just system players.
Yeah. They develop players for one specific system. So when those players move to teams that have a different kind of thing, then they struggle.
Yeah, that's also another thing.
But think about all the players that left Dortmund that have not succeeded. They either joined the wrong team or they left too soon. Götze joined Bayern when Bayern didn't really need him.
It's his fault.
Jadon Sancho as well. Joined Man United too soon. So early in he hadn't even reached his. He's had 2 great seasons, but you can't count 2 great seasons. Hummels.
I disagree. I disagree with the Jadon Sancho one. Jadon Sancho came at Man United at the right time. Man United had no competition for him in that position. He did not own that position. It's as simple as that. He was given opportunities. He did not come to the party.
Hey, but Kapita's right, So, like, what you guys are talking, I'm thinking about more and more
Think
players.
about it. Look at the list.
Pulisic
Exactly.
looks like a cow. Like, remember, like, Pulisic was that guy that you were even shocked, like, yo, America can produce such a player. But now Pulisic looks so terrible, dude.
But he left too soon as well.
Yeah. I mean, what is too soon as well? You know what I mean?
And also, have you ever asked
I don't know,
yourself,
like, why does leaving too soon mean? Like, when?
Have you ever asked yourself as well, why did Marcus Roos not leave Borussia Dortmund? Why?
He's so with
And he's injury prone as well. That guy doesn't finish seasons. Like, he plays 10 matches injured. He's not a consistent player anyway.
Okay. Besides that, you're right. I'll credit you for that. But he is such an amazing player. Amazing when he plays for Dortmund. He gets in that German squad. He is average. Do you see? There's a trend with that team, guys.
There's a trend.
I'm telling you.
You're onto something.
They're dubbing the football world, bro. I'm telling you, they smart.
I don't know.
Man, that's quite an observation. That's quite an observation.
But anyway, we'll have a conversation about that some other time. My quick one, guys. Everyone is talking about England, France, Brazil, blah, 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 blah. Senegal. Guys, we're sleeping on Argentina here. We're actually sleeping on it because Messi's old. No one is on the come up. And these are teams that actually get far in the World Cup. The ones that they don't have that much hype on. And their main man is sort of like killing it in France, but not killing it, if you know what I mean. I have a funny feeling about this World Cup in Argentina.
I just don't think they have a midfield, eh? That's my only thing. Who's their midfielder?
That's that. I have no idea.
Right. Because attack they're strong.
Are they though? I don't think they're that strong. That's what makes them dangerous. Like, we don't know the players they're coming with. You know, like before, Argentina was full of superstars. Now they literally have like one in the whole squad.
But think about it. They have the two Martinez. They have Messi.